What's up guys, welcome back to Pop Beat Breakdowns. Today's beat breakdown video is a piano ballad that I've made this morning. By breaking down this beat, hopefully if you watch this video to the end, you'll get an understanding of how to build a beat in this style. If you're someone who likes to produce piano ballad instrumentals, or if you're an artist wanting to learn how to make it in a certain way, you can compare it to like Lewis Capaldi, maybe even Dean Lewis, or like an Adele type of production. And this piano ballad, especially today, it's very sort of sad and mellow, but also uplifting at the same time. It could be a balance which is kind of hard to get, but hopefully by watching this video again to the end, you'll get an understanding. So make sure you like and follow if you don't already. And let's get into the breakdown because we've got the beat in front of us right now. And we're going to break it down in the order everything was added, because this will give you the best understanding of how to build up these kinds of productions. So today we actually started with piano for a piano ballad. Makes sense, doesn't it? So let's have a listen to the piano. So this is in the key of B, by the way. Now, the thing about the piano, from a composing point of view, which is very important, is I like to have this kind of like held to like suspended notes, where even when you're playing, like, so obviously because it's in B major, I've got the B chord, and you've got the third and the fifth. So if you play B on the piano, obviously you've got the 1, 3, 5. So you've got the B, then you've got yourself your E flat or D sharp, and then you've also got F sharp. So that would make a B. But we've just got here, we're playing with specifically the B and the E flat. So they stay on. Because it's in key, it's always going to make sense, but you get these really nice sort of like harmonizing notes. So when it switches from B to F sharp, you can hear there's a real nice kind of emotion behind it, because they're harmonizing with each other, because it's all on the same key. So that's just a little thing you can do with your piano to make it sound like, not more interesting, but kind of like more emotional in the way. Because I think sometimes if you just play block chords, you can kind of take the emotion out of the piano playing, because it's just too robotic and almost too MIDI, I'd say, to play it like that. So that's the piano. Now the piano sound that we're using today, it is the Maverick by Native Instruments, and it's the Levitating Maverick. One of my favorite pianos. It's between that, the jazz, the levitating, and compressed pop in the Maverick. Favorite presets by far. Now, when it comes to piano, the next thing we needed to add was the drums, because when I'm making a ballad which has two different dynamics, where the verses and the pre's can be very mellow but the chorus is uplifting, got to make sure that the drums are on point for that uplifting part. So I made the drums next. Let's have a listen to the drums with the piano. Again, this is very simple. So we've got, for the drums today, we are using the Abbey Road 80s drummer. I love this drum kit. I use it a lot in loads of different styles of genres when it comes to production. So even though it's 80s drummer, it's a very diverse kit, and I love to use it a lot. So we've got 3 different breakdowns of the MIDI. We have first the toms, very simple. Then the kick and snare, again keeping it very simple. And then we finish off with the crashes. Nice. Now, that's it really to drums. Nothing too fancy. When it comes to panning, I'd put a chorus on the toms with 100% mix, 100% intensity, and a 0.033% rate, just so it spreads the toms out to the sides of the mix. Don't know why that changed back down to 0. And yeah, so that is the piano and drums. When you listen to it, we've kind of got the foundations of our chorus. Now it's really about trying to sculpt around this, because we've got the rhythms sorted in the drums, we've got the main establishing of the chords in the piano. So now it's about building in the emotion and the ambience to the track to make this a complete ballad. So first thing I did was I went into Splice. I wanted a vocal sample in the background to add some sort of emotion, because human voice is the most emotive thing other than strings, I think, in my opinion. So I found this sample in the key of B major, so it worked. I just chucked it in, and this is the sample. And when you put it in with the piano, and we'll just put it in with the piano just so you can listen, because that's what I was really trying to match, the piano and the vocal. Just adds a lovely degree of emotion. And I've just put the ROM reverb on, which is the Native Instruments reverb, and it's got 100% mix, big room, 4.8 second decay, and a roll off on the high end, so it's very kind of like mid to low heavy, so it's got that really nice warm vocal sound. And that's that really. And this is a really good segue, by the way. I'm just going to take a quick 10 seconds of your time in this video to quickly tell you about how samples can really actually improve your productions, acting as a first source of inspiration or adding extra ideas. Now, again, I went into Splice for this one, but I've been working for the past year on a sample pack called the Ultimate Pop Producer Volume 1 series of packs. There's 8 sample packs, and you can get them all in one epic bundle for just this, again, in this one pack. And the beautiful thing about this is this acts as the perfect first source of inspirations. Over 1,000 original royalty-free samples in here that you can download. So after this video, if samples are something you really like to use in productions or you want to think about using, highly recommend you check out this sample pack bundle or the individual packs. We've got every kind of instrument you can think of. So yeah, now I'm done self-endorsing myself. Just wanted to get that out there. But that's why I built this this pack rather, so you can find inspiration like I did right here for this vocal sample. So again, now I'm done self-endorsing myself, we now have to continue building this track, and after we've got the fundamentals here, like, it's really making good progress. We need to add more, something that's rhythmic but also, again, is helping the piano with the chords, and that's when I find acoustic guitar to be the perfect side accompaniment to that. So I went into Native Instruments and we're using the strummed acoustic 2 today, and we got different variations of the power chords, so it's just basically strummed power chords. Very simple. This is our piano. We've got a muted, we've got dead notes, and we've just got the strum chords. And then this one here, this is, I called it guitar high. What I did was I bounced out this track here and I pitched it up an octave, and you get this really nice, almost ukulele sounding guitar. But I think it layers really nicely. Just add a little bit of brightness to the guitar, so that's why I added it in. So the track's nearly there in its essence, but we're lacking in the low end, we're lacking in the highs, and we're lacking that kind of, I'd say, like that real like emotion which powers through the production. So to address all of them at different points, firstly, added a deep 808 bass. This is just an Alchemy 808. Covers the low end. And then I went into Logic presets and I just found a simple pad which covers the high ends. So these two tracks right here is covering the lows and highs at the same time. And then I also decided to add another little classical guitar in, which is just literally the classical guitar in Logic. Just I feel like I wanted something a little bit more arpeggiated in there to help with the flow of the production. Chucked a reverb on it as well. Again, super simple stuff. So these things are all added within like a minute, just chucked them in. But I feel like what you're hearing now was about 70% of what was missing from the end of the production. So we'll give it a quick listen before the last thing that I added in. So this is where we're at. And it sounds really cool. But I just feel like it's missing that final bit of elevation to make it a really powerful chorus. So that's when we introduce in the string section. So I wanted to keep the strings simple for this production, mainly because sometimes you can overthink, especially when you haven't got a vocal in there yet. A vocal actually carries a lot more of the production aspect than you think it does until it's added in. So I made a simple string section where I just had a cello, string chords, and then one high harmonizing melody to create this string section. Very nice and emotional. I really love to use this. I use this all the time, Omnisphere, and it's just the Hollywood Studio string section. It's my favorite string preset ever, and I have tried different strings and I just can't find any sounding better than that. So yeah, really love it. And overall, when you put it all together, this is what the finished production sounds like. So there you go, that is how to make a piano ballad instrumental. If you want this beat for yourself, I will leave the link below so you can download and license this beat or download it free for non-profit use. And also I'll leave a link below for the Ultimate Pop Producer sample pack if you want to check that out. And of course, guys, if you want to see more content like this, make sure you drop a follow, subscribe, and also you can check out my Instagram as well, where I post more short form content doing breakdowns like this as well. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Keep making music, and I'll see you in the next video.